I called up my mate Mourinho about fixture congestion and just asked his opinion on it, considering I'm in 2 cups and still trying to get Champions League football. I thought he'd understand, and this is what he had to say.
And it's going to get worse, and it's going to get easier for the other 5 teams.
In a parallel universe, West Ham United decided that Slaven Bilic wasn't the right man to lead West Ham to glory at the London Stadium. Instead, they chose this man. Hi there, my name is Jano. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of the West Ham world, where we are trying to get some sort of success with this pretty good West Ham team I've built, but we just seem to be falling short quite a lot. My name is Jano, and today we have an episode where we face London rivals Tottenham Hotspurs and then play our first Euro Cup semi-final leg game against Athletico Bilbao. We are currently in the FA Cup final as well, so we are battling on all fronts. So it's now getting to that point where every game is vital to our season. But before we get into the episode good and proper, make sure to smash that like button so we can try and hit the like target of 10 for this episode. We have the same target for the last episode, so hopefully we can smash that target. I'm not even sure if we did it last episode, I've not looked. But hopefully if we did smash it, we can smash it again. And if we didn't smash it, this can be the first time we smash it. I said smash it a lot. Anyway, if we have a look at the table currently, we can see that we're sitting on 69 points, which is still in 6th. We've been sat in 6th for so long. We are not too far behind the rest of the pack though. Liverpool on 71 points. Man United and Arsenal on 72. So we're only 3 points behind 3rd, 4th. And then we're 5 points behind 2nd place. Man City look a bit too far ahead. Only 4 games left in the season. We need Man United and Liverpool and Arsenal to slip up at some point. And they've not been doing us any favours, to be fair. If we actually have a look at our schedule, you can see we've been on a great run of form. And like I said in the last episode, it looks like the top 6 are just that much better than the rest of the league. Because with only 1 draw, which was against Man United, I've literally been winning games since the 7th of March. And we've not managed to catch up on those just above us. And they weren't that far ahead of us before. In fact, apart from this loss to Stoke on the 7th of March, we haven't lost a game since the 16th of January. Mind-boggling. So for today's episode, we're going to have the Tottenham Hotspurs game at the London Stadium, then the away game to Bilbao, then we'll probably come straight back into a Burnley and Athletico Bilbao game to see if we get through to the Euro Cup final. And to be honest, it might even be that we just play every single episode on the channel from this point forward, because every game is that important. Okay, so Spurs are a team we've played a lot in this game, in this season and this series. We have played them 10 times and we've only won 4 matches out of the 10 games. Tottenham beaten us 6 times. Tottenham do have a really good side. Of course, they have the likes of Harry Kane up front. Firmino is injured, but they have Keita and Unas, who always seem to do well against us. Ali and Closer, Dyer and Wimmer in defence. Alderweireld on the right usually for them for some reason. Then we have it's David Santon on the left, with Lloris still in goal for them. Spurs are of course in 2nd, so this is a very big game for us as far as potentially getting a victory. Okay, so the team we're going into this game with is a very familiar lineup, with Frolic in goal, Nai and Blind as the wing backs, Keane and Dendoncker as the ball playing defenders, Oxford sitting just in front, Klaassen and Cook as the 2-man midfield in front of Oxford, and then we have Luan, Van der Beek and Evander as our most forward players. We need to win this game. The ramifications on this whole top 6 are vital in this game, so we need a victory. So we are going to drop this to standard before we kick off, and we're going to tell them this one is for the fans, and then we're also going to give them a little bit of faith. And we're going to have our fingers crossed. Hopefully this is the game which sees us jump into that top 4 and get Champions League football back at the London Stadium next year. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a Spurs attack here first, unless we can get a tackle in and break from a good advanced position. But it's played out wide to Santon. Santon's going to put it into the box. Oh, we have Luan on it now. We can counter. Keep running Evander. I feel like Evander could have made more of a run there, but he's played it into... Oh, if that could have just got to Cook. Cook, who does like a bursting run forward and has been scoring some vital goals for us. Cook now has the ball again. Plays it to Klaassen. Inside to Luan. Oh, Lloris with a great save. Great play there. We've managed to get 2 chances now on goal, one of them being that clear-cut chance you just saw. Good start here by West Ham as Klaassen plays it into Cook. Cook with a great ball over to Luan. Luan, can he find a ball inside? Evander. What happened there? How did that not go in? For God's sake, we've had 2 great chances and neither's gone in. We're really piling the pressure on, but we're not getting anything for our hard work. As Evander's going to cross the ball into the box again, back post. It's going to fall to Oxford. Oxford's going to play it to Cook. Oh, come on, ref. Went through the back of him. Do your job. Okay, we're dominating this game, but we've not got anything for it. And that is always worrying against Spurs, because they could change one thing and suddenly start scoring goals. Okay, it's us again with a cross into the box. It's headed out, but it's going to fall to Van der Beek. Van der Beek plays it back to Oxford. Oxford steps past his man, shoots from distance. That is what Reece Oxford has been doing recently. For some reason, I don't know if his long shot stat has just suddenly increased, but playing in that ball-winning midfielder role and just sitting outside the box, this has been happening more and more frequently. You saw that volley that almost gave me like a heart attack, the way that came out of nowhere. That is the kind of goal that Reece Oxford can now score. And of course I'm happy he's got that in his locker. I just didn't know until second half of this season that he could do that. Okay, looks like we might go in at half time 1-0 up. Sensational goal by Reece Oxford there. Now boys, just keep it up. I mean, Spurs' chances have shot up a bit, which is a bit worrying. I might drop it to counter at 60 minutes. But we'll see what happens here with Evander crossing the ball into the box from a free kick. He runs away from the ball for some strange reason. And now it looks like Spurs have played themselves out of trouble and are coming forward. They are switching the play very nicely. Hopefully we win that header though. And it's fallen to Evander. That's a great win by the defender there. We are now on the attack and Evander just runs straight at closer. Can we get the ball back, please? Well played, Van der Beek. Alright, possession is changing hands quite frequently at the moment. Klaassen now has it. Eric Dyer through the back of him. It's a highlight, so is it a red? Has he already got a yellow card? That's Dyer's second yellow card. That could be very important for us here. They've now had to take out their centre attacking midfielder. We're going to look at making a substitution now. Luan not having the best of games, so Muldoon is going to come on for him. And then we're going to take Dendoncker off for Bjorkhead because he's on a yellow. And we're going to pray that Reece Oxford doesn't go and get a second yellow. And we're going to drop this to counter, keep some men behind the ball. Okay, that clock has gone by very quickly, so we just have to hold on for literally 2 minutes now. And we have got a 1-0 win against Spurs, which will be vitally important to us. Van der now to Nai. This should be the end of the highlight, end of the game. There we have it. We have won 1-0 against Tottenham Hotspurs. What a great victory. Let's go on to the next game and hopefully get a victory in the Euro Cup. Okay guys, so it's time for the second game, and believe it or not, we have played Atletico Bilbao 8 times in this save. We get drawn against them an awful lot, which I suppose suggests that they do quite well in European competitions as well. Out of 8 games, they've beaten us 3 times, we have beaten them 5 times. What usually happens is they beat us at their stadium and then we beat them by more at ours. So hopefully it'll be a repeat, but you know what, a win would be even nicer. We're not going to change the starting lineup unless someone really looks like they need it, and no one looks like they're in desperate need of being changed out. We may rest people against Burnley, who are next for us, who currently sit in 19th in the table, so that seems like the game to make the changes in if we have to. Currently, David Klaassen is on 8 goals in this tournament so far, but Man City is still in it and Aguero has 13. So it looks like him or Eden Hazard are most likely going to get golden boot in this one. Atletico Bilbao like to play a 4-2-3-1 and have some decent players there that I recognise. The Marcos, Laporte is still there, so not an easy fixture by any means. we are going to be starting on counter for this game. And we're going to say... Oh, I don't even remember what I said now. Clicked it too quickly. But we're not getting the amount of greens we'd like to see. But fingers crossed, we just need a decent result from this game, and then hopefully in the second leg we can go get the big win that sees us in the final of the Euro Cup. Our second final of the season if we can actually win it. These cup tournaments, they're too nerve-wracking, you know. Way too nerve-wracking. I sit here and I know a really bad result and I might not be able to claw it back. Great tackle by Lewis Cook there. I was wondering if he was going to run all the way and get a shot off on goal. But Lewis Cook with a vital tackle. Van der Beek now has it. Plays it inside to Klaassen. Plays it to Luan. Luan plays it out to Blind, who has some space. Plays it back into Klaassen. To Luan. Through to Van der Beek. One more. Evander's there. Oh, what have they done? And I thought Evander wasn't going to get there. There's a lot of strange things about that goal. It looked like it was an awful back pass. But then Evander looked like he didn't really commit to the sprint. If we watch it again, the defender looks like he gets there first, tries to play it back, and then there's that agonising wait to see if Evander would get there before the keeper. We are 1-0 up away. That's an away goal, which we all know can be so important in these fixtures. If we could just hold on to this, that would be a great way to go into the second game with. Okay, Van der Beek now has a free kick into the box. Keane wins the header. Evander. Kepa manages to make the save, but to be honest, I think he should have been heading it towards the near post there, trying to catch the keeper off guard. But we are getting the chances on this counter-attacking mentality as Luan runs forward, gets tackled, and it looks like we could be countered despite the fact that we're the ones playing counter-attack. Okay, Hervés into the box. Oh, Frolic. Frolic, sort it out. Surely you should have saved that, Frolic. I thought we'd managed to divert the chance away. Here, it does take a deflection, but still, the deflection probably took it more towards the keeper. I feel like keeping faith with William Hamilton, but Frolic hasn't made me feel that certain on him since he's come in for William Hamilton. Alright, we're getting a lot more greens this time. There we go. So, come on, boys. 1-1 is okay. I mean, 2-1 to us would be better. But we can take a draw to the London Stadium, and that should be a decent result to try and continue on in this tournament with. We're going to encourage them. And then we're going to make our usual substitutions. 6.7 for Van der Beek. Not usual that he has a bad game. We're going to put Van Ginkel in that role. Anyone looking very, very tired? Nai and Evander are the most tired, but Evander's having a decent game. So is Nai. Are we actually not going to make another substitution? That's not really in my playbook, is it? Nah, Muldoon, come on, youngster. I'm giving you more game time because I want you to become the player I have faith that you can become. A goal in Europe for him would do wonders for his confidence as Evander plays it through to Luan. Luan to Klaassen. Klaassen. Referee. Red card. Let's have it again. 2 episodes in a row. Second yellow card. Nice. We will take that. Thank you very much. Again, they've taken out the centre attacking midfielder. And we have Evander over the ball to Nai. Nai running forward. Plays it through to Muldoon. Muldoon. What a strike, Muldoon. Youngster comes into the squad. Semi-final of the Euro Cup. And what a strike there. I do not think there was anything deflecting or anything like that's going to ruin this second highlight for us. Nai just plays it through to Muldoon here. Turns his shoulder. Oh, what a strike, Muldoon. Muldoon, you are my hero. As Nai now has it outside the box. Plays it to Cook, to Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel back to Cook, to Klaassen. Through to Evander. Is it going to be another one? 3-1 away at Atletico Bilbao. We are in dreamland right now. This is the kind of result that makes me feel a lot better about our chances of getting to the final, where we will either face AC Milan or Manchester City. Nutmeg to the keeper as well. We used to struggle away to Atletico Bilbao, so it kind of shows how the times are starting to change as Cook has the ball, plays it to Evander, inside to Klaassen, Klaassen back to Oxford, to Cook, quick passing here to Van Ginkel, to Van Der. Back to Oxford. Oxford takes a run. Klaassen. Back to Cook. Just patiently waiting for that opportunity to come. Van Der. Back to Nye. Into Muldoon. Plays it through to Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel shoots. 4-1. 4-1. I know you guys can count, so I don't know why I'm showing you my fingers. But 4-1. Great 2 results here for this episode of the West Ham World. Please do not lose both finals, and please get a Champions League place. It would be the perfect end to the 5th season of West Ham World. Okay, they do have a cross now though. Could they get a second goal? They do. So it looks like it's going to be 4-2. Not as good as 4-1. Naturally, that's maths for you. But still, 4-2 away against Bilbao is a good result for us. Unfortunately, the keeper came out for it and really shouldn't. Dennis Frolic, I might have to give someone else a go against the Burnley team, see if they play better. I think Dragowski is out, but we do have Jose Sarr, who we brought in mainly for mentoring. Maybe we should give him a game. That was a good solid win, boys. I agree. Very nice victory. Well done. I kind of wanted more greens there, but never mind. A win is a win. 4-2. And the other game, Manchester City won 2-0, but they were at home. So Milan didn't score an away goal, which is unfortunate. But if Milan can just win at their own stadium, we might actually have a cup final against Milan. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the channel and this episode of the West Ham World. If you've enjoyed the episode, make sure to hit that like button so we can smash our like target. Also, subscribe if you're new to the channel, because we're going to have some finals, by the looks of it, coming up in this series. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and remember, have fun gaming.